Hello YouTube. Sorry, just trying to get the framing right on this since it's going to be filmed in widescreen. So I just want to make this quick video since I have something pretty special here that I'm going to do something well special with. This here, it's a VHD as you can see, but as you may or may not have already guessed, this is an American VHD. Now, you can watch Jesse's video, you can watch Techmoan's video, but just to bring you up to speed, they did plan for this format to be released in the States. They pressed a bunch of discs. They even got a player, which Jesse, or his media hoarder, has the only player I know of. But last minute they decided to pull it. JVC decided to, stop going through with it, and this ended up just releasing it in the Japan the next year in '83. But in recent years, some of these discs have surfaced and have been appearing for sale on eBay. And this is one I was able to get my hands on, a sealed copy of Nighthawks. Really good movie. I have the DiscoVision disc. I saw it the other day. Really good movie. And I had the VHD before that, but now I feel like I can watch the VHD now because I didn't want my first time watch on this disc in case it ends up skipping like crazy, because sadly skips are really bad on this format. As much, as people give smack about CED, they must not have experienced a skip on a VHD, because oh boy, it can get bad. It has an end label on the spine, which is just a sticker, and yeah, the flash is in the way, but it's Nighthawks, and over here you can't really make it out, but that's the reference number for it, which is also on the cover there at the corner. So I wanted to film myself opening this, so I should do that now. Yeah, it's already, this is how it came, this is how it was sold to me, just with these tears. But I'm not picky like I know some people can be with their sealed items, like, oh, there's a slight little tear here, yeah, new mint condition. Nah, plus this has to get played, so let's see if I can do this one-handed, because I need my eye on the viewfinder. Plus, I also want to see myself actually opening it in person. So, I'm gonna do some little tears here. Getting that one now. I think this is also actually the first sealed VHD I ever gotten. The rest of mine have been used, already opened cellophane, but this is actually the first time I'm opening a sealed VHD. Oops, sorry. Didn't realize my camera wasn't focusing on me there, my hand. Alright. It is out of the package. Out of the shrink wrap. Something I also want to note, because I didn't realize until I got these in person, but the actual US caddies are, the ends here, they're rounded, but on the Japanese caddy, which I don't have in the room at the moment to show you, they are actually, the Japanese caddies are actually more square on the corners here. These, the US titles, are more rounded, like a CED caddy would be. And if you've seen a Japanese caddy as well, of course that's the most obvious difference. There's only one peg on these US discs, but there's 3 pegs across the side, across the top on a Japanese disc. And even the spine is spaced out differently. It's still NTSC, it still has to indicate what side 1 and side 2. They just use less plastic, I would call it, like Like one of these on a Japanese caddy would be ridged together, if I'm not mistaken. Things like that. And I have my new to me player here. The transformer's on. So I'm going to turn it on. My TV is accepting that signal. And even though the caddies are technically notched differently, as I just described, you can still insert these as is into any Japanese player. So I know Tecmo said, oh, I don't want it to jam. It won't jam. So what you did in that video was completely, utterly superfluous. So I'm going to insert into this Victor player here. And let's be the first ones, probably the first ones ever, to see what Nighthawks looks like on VHD, since this movie wasn't released in Japan on the format. Should be the MCA logo. Yep. Window glare, my bad. Nice. And already got a skip. Alright, so when I sit down to watch this for real, I'll have to take care of that. Oh, it clears stuff up. Alright, so enough of that. Get this back in. I will have to see if they have brown sugar. It is the version of the film that has brown sugar, like the DiscoVision. Because it was around the time this would have been released that they had the rights issue with that song and had to replace it with generic music. So I'll have to see if they have it on here. That'll be a very interesting thing to check off on the list of questions on this title. It also, in case you didn't see, there's no chapter list on the back. If I were to guess, they probably has the same chapter list as the DiscoVision title, which has, in my opinion, pretty odd choice of chapter selections, but it is what it is. So thank you for just wanting to immortalize the process of unwrapping a sealed American disc. I only have like 2 others. One of them being Paul Simon in concert. Sadly, it's pretty foobarred. One side will play fine, but then I go play the other side, which I would have played earlier that day, and all of a sudden my player can't play it. It's like, what? I don't know, but I guess that's really all I have to say. So thanks for tuning in, and I'm really happy to have this in the collection to be immortalized. Take care.